Hey guys, Loot Wizard here with another video on Gems of War. I'm sharing another team. I was messing around with Champion of Gaard the other day, and I was like, I came up with this team for some reason. Using the Shaman of Set, which is kind of a really good mana generator for red. Pretty interesting. So we'll get into that. But Champion of Gaard is the kind of the main piece of this team is what I started to build it around. And this is a very good defensive troop. It will gain a lot of armor every time you cast it, and then it will gain even double armor if there's 13 or more skulls on the board. It will create a mix of 22 blue and red gems. It uses red, so it will be kind of feeding mana into itself. Shaman of Set uses blue, so that's where that is going to go. And as for its traits, it has really good defense here. 50% reduction from spell damage, 60% reduction from skull damage, and then finally all red allies will gain 1 to all stats every single turn. So as you can see here, it will be giving itself 1 to all stats, which is good. And then it will be giving 1 to all stats on this weapon here. This is the Doomed Crossbow. This does damage to all enemies, and then it transforms blue gems to skulls. And as I just read up here, this is going to be creating some blue gems. So once those blue gems kind of line up with some skulls, we can go ahead and cast this off, and it'll be pretty great. Now, I do have the Hierophant class on here because class doesn't really matter a whole lot. However, probably one of the better classes that you can use for this is Sunspear, because Sunspear does have a Firestorm that starts at the beginning of every single turn, and that probably will be useful. So I'll just switch it over to that for now, but it really can work pretty good with any class. I've tried it with a bunch of different ones. As for the banner, I would probably, I don't know why I'm going with that. Probably the double red blue would be better. I mean, I think I had purple on there because of Leprechaun, but let me double red blue. I'm not even using brown, so that probably would be the better one to select right here. So let me go over Shaman of Set here really quickly. What you do is you choose a color on the board and you create red gems equal to the number of gems of that color. So this is actually pretty good because let's say you have like, you already have maybe 10 gems on the board, right? And then, but you have maybe, let's say blue, you have 10 of those also on the board. Well, you can select the blue gems and it will create red gems equal to that number, which means if there's already 10 red gems on the board, you just created 10 more, and there's really high chances of you getting 4 or 5 matches out of that. So it's actually a pretty good mana generator. Leprechaun is just there for quick mana, getting the board started, getting things full, that sort of thing. So let's go in and let's do a couple of battles with it, and I can show you how it looks in action. So first thing I'm going to do is explode the board with Leprechaun. We'll see what gets full, what doesn't. We have this Firestorm going because of the Sunspear class. And at this point, I am just going to go ahead and cast this, and as you can see here, we have a perfect, we have so much red. Okay, so we got 18 red, but here we got 11 blue. So I can use this, select blue, bam, guaranteed 4 matches with that setup. Now, I have a couple of options. Really, my main damage is going to be this guy down here. Unfortunately, we don't have any blue lining up with skulls, so we're going to cast Champion of Gaard again. And, really, you just gotta you just gotta keep casting Champion of Gaard until you get blue connecting with skulls. Here we go. We got a blue 4 match down there, so I'll just cast this at this point. Bam, bam, and once you get that alignment, it's pretty amazing. And this is already full again, but we're not going to use it until we get blue matching up. So we'll just keep casting Champion of Gaard here, and as you can see, blue right here, another nice match up with that. So one of the weaknesses of this team, though, is that there is no way to cleanse. We'll just go ahead and try this team against this one. We're probably going to lose because Zilgoth is really hard to beat. But as I said, there's no cleanse in this team, so the problem with this now becomes that if Champion of Gaard gets root trapped or entangled, just like it did right now, you won't be able to do the massive skull damage. You'll still do some damage because Doom Skulls do damage anyway above and beyond the entanglement, but it won't be doing as much. So we're kind of in a little in a pickle here until we get cleansed of that by some reason. But we can still do the spell damage here, 40 of that, and it will create Doom Skulls here. Let's go ahead and do that, see what happens. A little bit of damage happened there. That's fine. But we're still kind of stuck until we can get the right alignment here. And we have a blue match there, blue here. That'll be enough to take out the hero. We'll just give it a go. We did kill a Zul'Goth, which is good. At this point, we are just going to see here. Well, this is going to give me 49 damage to all enemies. That'll almost kill that guy down there. But we do have this match here with blue and these, so we'll get an extra turn at the very least. And we got lucky with a little bit of a skull cascade, so that was beautiful. I actually was a little surprised that we did defeat that team with Zul'Goth. Let's try another really hard team here. But this is webbed, so we might get destroyed because of being webbed. And again, root trap is going to be our main weakness on this team, without a doubt. A lot of these classes have that root trap, which is really annoying. And of course, he has life and death. Life and death is going to kill this hero class down here within a few casts if we don't get things powered up and moving quicker. Right there. And we don't have any cleanse, so... But here, this is the beauty of this guy right here. We got 14 red gems on the board. We got 13 yellow, so we can create 13 more red. Guarantee us those extra turns. That's a beautiful thing. Now, we don't have any blue matching up, and that makes me sad. Let's just do that again and see if we can get some blue. We have just 1 3-match of blue with skulls there. That's kind of disappointing, but we got this guy. We'll do this. We got a nice blue right here. We'll go ahead and use that to our advantage. And we'll do this, see if we can get another extra turn out of that. We did. That's good. Let's go ahead and cast this guy again. He took my blue. What a son of a gun. He took my blue. Now I don't have any of the blue to match up. We'll do that, though. And my whole team is about ready to get webbed. So, we're in for some rough times here. But we do have an extra match with the blue there. Let's see what happens. I'm really looking to eliminate this life and death. If I had enough skulls here that I could match, it would be pretty much game over for this guy. There we go. Now we got some nice blue. And he's got the stupid Orb Weaver class, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So he's going to keep spawning these giant spiders. And he's going to steal life and just... Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to lose this one just because this guy with his life and death is just going to keep on summoning those stupid giant spiders. And now I lost my damage. So I'm going to just go ahead and retreat because we're in a battle that's just not going to be fun. So... But... as you guys can see here, it's an interesting team. My whole concept is using Champion of Gaard as the main defense, and we're trying to get enough blue and skulls to connect in order to create Doom Skulls with this crossbow. That's really the objective with this team. So, we got a little blue there, a little blue there, and we can absorb some damage with Champion of Gaard because it has this 60% reduction from skull damage. So, that's a good thing. Sometimes it's just really hard to get that blue to match up with skulls. That's really the difficult part about this team. So like right here, we do have quite a bit of blue flying around, but we don't have enough of that. I mean, one thing we could do is maybe multiply the blue instead of red in this situation. But that's not an option with this guy, actually. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not an option with this guy because he only does it for red. So that's fine. You just have to... It just takes longer. So... One more cast of... if I can get some blue to connect here. That should be enough to get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay, so for what it's worth, that is a team for Champion of Gaard for you guys to play around with, and maybe you guys can tweak it, figure out a better way to make that work with the crossbow and the Champion of Gaard. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.